Dear friends, welcome back. Let's continue our journey of pen testing. The machine I'm going to do in this video would be Prime 2. The link will be added into the description section below. Although I've already made a video with this machine, in that video I took the Samba surface as attack vector. In this video, I'd like to take a very different way. We can take a different route to the same destination. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 131. So what should we do next? We need to do port and self scanning with a map to save time already completed before. So for now, we just cut out its result. As you can see over here, I use the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is the the ON to output the result into this file. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open port numbers in total. And let's take a look at, one by one. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service and also the version information. This version is a bit new. I don't think we can find any vulnerability for this particular version of OpenSSH. The next one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, Apache 2. And the next port number are used by the Samba service. And in the first video or in another video, I emulate and exploit the Samba service to get the initial foothold, and finally, got the root shell. Okay, and the last one in this video, I will not, I will be not going to take a look at these two port numbers. I will totally ignore these two port numbers. Okay. And the last one is 10123, which is also running HTTP service, but the service is different, which is Python simple HTTP server module. And so what should we do next? I think it's time to emulate the web applications which are running on the two port numbers. And let's emulate the first one by opening up the browser of Firefox. Press enter, and we got this site back. And there's some links, but they're not effective or active labs. And also, as usual, we can, view page source in case we can find something important from its source code. And also, we can check whether this site has a robots file or not. Not found. Next, we can launch the, Nikto to do the automatic emulation. As you can see, the Nikto can emulate the web application from a variety of aspects, like the banner information, the header information, and also allowed HTTP methods and the some directories or files. So possibly server, maybe we can note down such information, server, and in the meantime, we can take a look at this directory. And there is a zip file you can download, and Jira. Maybe this is the source code of this Jira. However, if you open up the Jira directory, nothing returned. Anyway, I'm not going to look at this directory. Okay, and maybe in the future I can think about this directory and images, and we can take a look at the images directory. And nothing is special or exciting. Okay, and so it's done. Next, we can launch the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. GoBuster. Let me auto-complete the command, this command. And even we found another directory, WP. Maybe this is the WordPress, right? So actually, this is indeed WordPress application. So what should we do next? Maybe, of course, I do not want to wait anymore. And next, we can launch the WP scan to make a particular enumeration for this WordPress. And the option I'd like to take is E, which stands for enumerate. And we got the user, and next we can try to crack the password for this user. And in the meantime, we can take a look at output. The earlier, this is the plugin and also the version information. 100 confidence. We can copy, and you can use Google. And I think the first link would be led to this website. And this is the, this plugin has local file inclusion vulnerability, even give us the POC. So for us, we just copy this POC, and next we can manually test it, okay? And go back to the terminal. I don't think we can, crack the password for this user. To save time, I will not wait. Okay, so now we can access, or we can utilize this LFI vulnerability. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the password file. We can view page source, and this would be, more clear to understand the content, and we can find this user, jobs, only one normal user. We can copy. So also, I think we can copy this entire URL and use the terminal to make a further enumeration, right? Next, we can try to access or retrieve the private key if it has, okay? Jobs, SSH, but it's not there. Next, we can try to retrieve the local file, authentication local file, but nothing returned. Next, we can try to access Apache 2, because we know Apache 2 is running on the port number 80. But nothing returned either. So how to do? Maybe we just put it aside for a while. Of course, we can launch the Hydra to crack the password for this user, okay, Javs. But I'm not going to do, because we haven't enumerated another web application, okay? We can manually enumerate this port number first. We got some directory listing the bash history. So from the structure, we can tell that maybe this directory, maybe not directory, we are within. Here we are within the home directory of a specific user. And I think, of course, if you click, and even there is here, but this PHP file cannot be run, just as normally, right? So let's go back, and the secrets, nothing there, and even the size is 0. So just mentioned, and also we know that the tag just has only one normal user. Maybe now we are within the home directory of a user jobs. And also just now we have already know that the WordPress has LFI vulnerability. So maybe now next we can, although we cannot directly access this file cannot be executed properly. However, maybe we can combine the LFI vulnerability and to access this file. So let me show you. Maybe we can copy again. Oh, maybe we can, we can access the jobs and upload shell PHP. And okay, sorry, I forgot to, move that shell. You can get out this file. And here, there is one parameter. So it means that we can pass the parameter. For example, like ID. As you can see, the command can be executed successfully, www.data. So next, I think the objective for us to do is to get initial foothold. And you can get some reverse shell command from like a Pentest Monkey website. But I don't think, we can find, we can find the correct reverse shell command except the Python. And before we run that, maybe we can copy the Python command. And because we need to do some modification, right? Here, the attacking IP should be Kali Linux. And also the port number, like 555. And next, we need to check the version of Python. And this would be very easy. We can use which command Python. So Python 2 is not there. How about Python 3? Python 3 is there. So then we can modify Python 2 to Python 3. And then we can copy the one-liner of reverse command with Python. And we can paste in here. Before we hit enter, we need to set up the listener first on the Kali Linux. Now we can run it, and we successfully got the reverse shell. And we can spawn the interactive shell, import pty spawn. And next we can go to home directory, go to the jobs. And there's some like secrets. Nothing there. So maybe we can export the term variable so we can clear the screen. Xterm color clear. So next we need to do some local enumeration, right? Like sudo. In most cases, www.data cannot run sudo, right? But anyway, we need to test, or we need to collect such information. So we just try some anything or random information. Next, we can check the kernel, a bit new. Okay, and we can go to the opt directory. Nothing there. Go to the var. Go to the backups. Nothing there. So maybe we can navigate to temp directory to upload the Limpia shell script to do the automatic enumeration. And I've already got this script ready. So for now, we just upload this script to the target. Limpias. And we can make it executable. And then we can run it. In most cases, we need to, utilize the Limpia shell script to do the automatic enumeration, because it can do great job for us, enumerate so many different aspects of the target machine, like SUID, a bit of binaries, capabilities of binary, and cron job, process information, and so on and so forth. So there will be a lot to, to enumerate, and for certain, we cannot do such enumeration manually and completely. It's almost done. Checking sudo. So this should be the MySQL surface. Even this script can enumerate out some credentials, like the password for the database collection. Okay, it's done. And we can scroll up to see whether we can find a vector which can help us to elevate privilege. Cron job, processes information, so many exploits at the kernel level. Of course, we can manually exploit machine, but just I mentioned in the other video, it's best, it would be wiser to utilize the Metasploit first. If a Metasploit can, automatically help us to elevate, this would be more efficient, okay, and be easier. To do that, we need to, maybe we can clear, we need to create the payload with MSF Vellum. We can use MS Vellum, and I'd like to autocomplete this command, and this should be the payload type, and localhost to be set to Kali Linux and different port number. Okay, and press enter. All right, the payload has been created successfully. Next, we can launch the Metasploit console. In the meantime, we can upload this payload to the target. And we can make it executable. Before we run it, we need to set up the handler first on the Kali Linux. We can use exploit multi-handler, and then we need to change payload to be this one when we created the payload earlier. And we need to set localhost to Kali Linux. Set local port number to 66. Okay, let's run it. Handler has started. So now we can run it to see whether we can successfully got the Metasploit session. We can, and then we can background this Metasploit session by pressing keys Control and Z, and then we can search suggester module, which is post exploitation module. We can copy, and then we can show options. Any option which is required to configure is session number to 1, because at this moment, just one session, one active session, and we can run it. And this module, this post exportation module, will be going to collect all possible exploits. Afterwards, this module will make some check on the collected exploits. If this module, or if we can find the possible exploit module, then we can, we can select and use this module. Of course, we need to do some configuration, and then I think we can get the privileged shell, okay, or session. As you can see, now it's running check method for exploit. As you can see, this module has already found 2 possible exploits or modules, and even this one, because this one target is vulnerable, not appears. So maybe this is worth our testing afterwards. Maybe now we can copy this relative path of the module. So in this video, as you can see, I take a very different way from that video. In that video, we took the sample surface as attack vector. In this video, even we do not need to care about or take into consideration. So we can use and show options, set local host to Kali Linux, set the local port number. So this port number should be available port number, maybe for example like 888. Set the session number to 1, and then we can run it. The target is vulnerable. Great. It's a sending stage. I think it's working. MetaPret session 2 opened. Great, wonderful, right? And this MetaPret session should be owned by the root. Or in other words, we have already got the privileged session or shell, right? And if you want to get the interactive shell, then we can go to the root directory. All right, so that's all I'd like to take in this video. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.